We've had people in the past that was, when they came in and they finally took the step, when we asked them, why did it take you so long? They felt a little bit scared of what was going to happen in the clinic and that they were turning a corner and there was no going back. That won't happen here. People will come in and there's a small questionnaire. We ask how you're coping at the moment. That gives us it's all based on research and is applied around the world, so it's a standard. We call it a hearing handicap. That's a not so nice word, but but it gives an idea how bad it is in your life, because we all have different lives. Some people are very active, some people sit at home on the couch watching TV all day. So two people with the same hearing loss would have different problems or different numbers on the scale. So when we get that, we sort of can assess also how much the person need to invest in the hearing instrument, because if it's very light, they don't have to go to the top necessarily. If it's very bad, we might need a better technology, or we will get the best out of what they can afford. But so that initial question is very important in determining what solution we're going to look at. After we do that, people will come inside the hearing clinic here. We will do a check of the ear canals. We'll make sure there's no earwax, there's no fungus or anything in the ear, that the eardrums are healthy and looking okay. If there's a problem at that stage, we will send them back to the doctor and have that investigated and cleaned up. If everything is okay, and that's most people, we will do a short medical history. We want to know if the person have worked in noise, if they've had a car accident, for example, the window blowing up in the car can cause problems with your hearing. We want to know if there's tinnitus, if people have dizzy spells. All those things is important for the big picture of what's going on. After having taken the medical history, we will do the hearing test. People get to sit in a sound booth and then we run the hearing test. The test can be very quick. It can take 5 to 10 minutes, but if we have to do further testing, if there's a little issue we're concerned about, it can take up to about 15-20 minutes to run that test. After we've done the test, the client will come out of the box and we sit at this desk, and then we'll go through very carefully the level of the hearing loss at what frequency, because not many people know, it's not a whole range problem. Most people are normal in the low frequency, and then it drops down in the high frequency, hence why they're not hearing clear anymore. So most people don't need things to be louder, really, they just need it to be more clear. So we go through what you can and cannot hear, and where the issue is on the audiogram. And then we will talk about the different styles of hearing devices. We have hearing aids that's not very cosmetically attractive, but we don't use them here. I just will not use them. I have a very few, maybe a handful of clients that have to use them because they're very profoundly deaf. If we possibly can, we'll make it a very small and invisible solution. So we have a process, again, we go through and we have pictures and styles we can look at. And we go through a process, what's most important, because there's constant pros of everything. For example, the little invisible one, these ones here that sits deep in the ear canal, they are 100% cosmetic. Your spouse will probably not even ever see it. But you're not going to hear as well with that as you will with one of the hearing aids that sits behind your ear. So this style here that sits with a processor behind your ear and a little wire at the front, that style, they hear better in background noise because they have two microphones. So after selecting the style of hearing aid, completely visible in the ear canal or behind the ear, we have to decide which level of technology you want. And we start at bronze, then silver, then gold, then platinum, and they have a different cost structure. Also they have different features such as smartphone capable. So the top of the range can fully integrate with your iPhone, your iPhone 5 or your smartphone, and they become not just hearing devices, they're also headphones that can hook up with your iPad and you hear YouTube through them, your phone through them, and all that very effortlessly. They also have GPS tracking, so if you end up dropping a hearing device, the phone can actually lead you back to where you dropped the hearing aid and find them again. They're very advanced technology these days. When we have selected what level of technology you want to invest in, then we will place the order. Sometimes we have to take a mold of your ear, like a cask of your ear, that's been sent in to the manufacturer for production. Other times it's a one-fits-all. we will place that order, and most people will come back within a week for the actual fitting of the hearing device. So at the day of the fitting, we prepare the hearing aids, we check them before you come in. The hearing aids are set up for your specific hearing levels at each frequency, but there's more to it. We also have to change some more technical features, which is the real skill in this industry, how to get all that right, because the manufacturer will have a standard setting, but we definitely don't go by that. We will modify that for the very best outcome, and this is where experience comes into play. Somebody with many years of experience will know how to set those hearing aids up for the best possible performance on that technology level. So after the fitting, our clients will come back after a week or two, and that's when we will do the initial fine-tuning, because everybody's different. We all have different preferences. Some people like more bass, some more treble. For some people it's still too loud, or it's too soft, they can handle more volume. Maybe the spouse still complains the TV is a little bit too loud for their comfort. Then we will adjust the hearing device accordingly. So usually within the first week or two we get things pretty perfect. It's a very simple process. We just hook up the device. We also check that you can handle the hearing aid okay, you're putting them in correctly, and you're cleaning and maintaining them correctly. It's a big investment, and we want to make sure that no mistakes are made at that point. Again, very simple process. It only takes about half an hour.